So a friend of mine was like, "Yo, you say all the time that you've heard Elvis and you heard Hound Dog," and he was like, "All right, well, give me the first verse or tell me how the first verse start." And I was stuck. I only knew the chorus, so he was like, "Well, you've been talking about how you're not ashamed about going back and look," because y'all know most of what I react to, for those who don't know, who are new here, I always try to react to stuff I haven't seen before, and everything that I have seen, we don't do the fake stuff here. We don't say this is my first time reacting to something or doing something. I know a lot of YouTubers do that, and they get away with it because obviously y'all don't know us, so they get away with it. But whole time, a lot of video, like a video gamer is like, this is my first time playing GTA. It's no way that even if you've just played it at a friend's house, there's no way you're just now, in 2024, you're just now playing or watching anything related to Grand Theft Auto 5. That's just impossible. That's just impossible. You know what I mean? So, anyway, so I say all of that to say that this is not my first time hearing Hound Dog, but I don't know the lyrics. It has been a while since I heard it, so I guess, hey, I just need to hear it again. And so my friend was like, "Look, you've been going back, you've been doing a lot of journeys that you kind of left prematurely. Go back and listen to Hound Dog." So here we are, Hound Dog, official audio. There were a couple of live performance versions, the Ed Sullivan Show, etc. But we just gonna stick with the audio because for whatever reason, I feel like my last couple of Ed Sullivan reactions didn't, from a copyright standpoint, just a lot going on. So we'll stick with the audio. But Elvis, Hound Dog, I'm pretty sure this was the number one, but we'll do the song research anyway. But anyway, let's listen to this all-time classic, Hound Dog.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, you're crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Well, they said you was high class, well, that was just a lie. Yeah, they said you was high class, well, that was just a lie. Yeah, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Well, they said you was high class, well, that was just a lie. Yeah, they said you was high class, well, that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Well, they said you was high class, well, that was just a lie. You know they said you was high class, well, that was just a lie. Yeah, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time.
I really love the claps. Somebody in those backing vocals sounded a little flat, but it was a good addition. I did like the backing vocal. Look, I'm talking about flat. Look, listen to me. But that sounded great. But I do like the clap. I never really noticed the claps. But again, y'all know I have a different ear when I'm reacting as opposed to when I'm just chilling, listening to music. So I never really noticed the claps, but I really do like that addition. And clearly, this was on the number one's compilation album, so clearly a number one. And I do know the story about that. Now, I'm very intrigued because I've always heard that this was Big Mama Thornton, who I've yet to hear anything else from that lady, beautiful lady. But I do know this was originally her song, and then Elvis, did a cover. At least I'm hoping. Now, Elvis' credit score when it comes to covers and getting permission and being cool with, we did the documentary reaction about Elvis and kind of his like credit score and his speak when it comes to music that he, clearly came from a black artist, and because he did it, he made it more mainstream. He has a good credit score. Now Zeppelin, Zeppelin was a little a couple of other bands, a little but Elvis, it seems like he has a really good credit score. So I'm hoping to find out that when we do the research that Miss Thornton allowed him to use this song, and because I have always known that this was not his song. This is one of the few songs that I knew previously was not his song. So anyway, but back to my critique of the song. I love the claps. I love that addition. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no friend of mine. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know anybody who doesn't like Hound Dog. It's one of those. It's one of those just everlasting classics that I feel like everybody at some point in their life has heard, So here we go, Hound Dog. I'm so excited. I've never done research on this song. I'm so excited to do the research. Written by okay. I was about to say it wasn't okay. So 12-bar blues song written by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller, recorded originally by Big Mama Thornton on August 13th, 1952 in Los Angeles, released by Peacock Records in late February 1953. It was Thornton's only hit record, selling over 500,000 copies, spending 14 weeks in the R&B charts, including 7 weeks at number 1. Thornton's recording of Hound Dog is listed as one of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's 500 songs that shaped rock and roll, ranked at number 318 in the 2021 iteration of Rolling Stone's 500 Greatest Songs of All Time, and was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in February 2013. Really? It took that long? It has been recorded more than 250 times. Jesus. Best known version is the July 1956 recording by Elvis Presley. His version is number 19 on Rolling Stone's 500 Greatest Songs in 2024, but was excluded from the revised list in 2021 in favor of Thornton's version. Why? Why was it? Because I would think Rolling Stone knew that Elvis wasn't the originator of that song in 2004. So how did they just randomly swap like that? Okay. It is also one of the best-selling singles of all times. Presley's version sold about 10 million copies globally. Jesus. Was his best-selling song and an emblem of the rock and roll revolution. It was simultaneously number 1 on the U.S. pop, country, and R&B charts in 1956. Hound Dog has been at the center of controversies in several lawsuits including disputes over authorship, royalties, copyright infringement. Oh, Lord Jesus. Sounds like I'm in trouble, huh? By the many answer release songs released by such artists as Rufus Thomas and Roy Brown. Thornton had been signed by Diamond Don Roby's Houston-based Peacock Records the year before, and after 2 failed singles, Roby had enlisted Otis to reverse her fortunes. After hearing Thornton rehearse several songs, Lieber and Stoller forged a tune to suit her personality, brusque and badass. She was a wonderful blues singer with a great moaning style, but it was as much her appearance as her blues style that influenced the writing of Hound Dog, and the idea that we wanted her to growl it. Lieber recalled, "We saw Big Mama and she knocked me cold. She looked like the biggest, baddest, saltiest chick you would ever see. And she was mean, a lady bear, as they used to call them. She must have been 350 pounds, and she had all the scars all over her face, conveying words which could not be sung." Oh man, see, now I want to know more about her. Oh, she made Ball and Chain, the Janis Joplin. Oh. Are you kidding me? She's just now being inducted into the Hall of Fame? Oh, see, that pisses me off. That pisses me off. Self-taught singer? Bessie Smith. Oh, wow. See, now, look, I know this is an Elvis reaction, but now I'm enamored by Big Mama Thornton. Okay. Well, we gonna get to her. One day we gonna get to her. Yo, it's so many versions of this song. Okay, Elvis and his band first encountered Hound Dog at the Sands Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada in 1956. Presley had been booked from April 23rd to May 6th. It was his first appearance in Las Vegas. From the first time Elvis heard this song, he was hooked. He went back over and over again until he learned the chords and lyrics. Presley modeled his performance, particularly his hip gyrations, on the Hellboys version. I want to know, again, clearly this was a big hit. Everybody loved his version. I want to know, did he get permission for this? I just want to know. Damn, everything about this song was number one. It's not saying. Okay. Well, good. I'm happy. I'm happy about this. You know, because again, I've learned to trust Elvis when it comes to, you know, him using a lot of, you know, him covering a lot of artists, and he's been known to give credit and highlight the artists that he, you know, used music, you know, took music from. So I'm cool with this. As long as he ain't involved in the lawsuits, I'm good. I'm good. Okay. Well, look, it's such a banger. I mean, again, it's one of the most clearly being recorded 250 times. It's one of the biggest songs ever. I mean, it's one of the pinnacles of rock and roll, and it's crazy. Like, all of the songs that I listen to from all of these bands, it's all rooted from songs like Hound Dog. You know what I mean? It's crazy. When I listen to Metallica, AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, and whoever, like, all of those different sounds of rock and roll all stem from this. Crazy. Absolutely love this history lesson, man, and getting a refresher of this song, because, again, it's been so long since I heard it, and definitely one of the few Elvis songs that I knew before I started reacting to him. So happy, enjoyed it, can't wait to hear more. I actually want to hear the Big Mama Thornton version. I feel like I've heard it, but I'm not as familiar with it as the Elvis version, so think I'm going to do that. I might do that with or without y'all. If y'all want to see it, let me know. If not, I'm going to do it myself. But definitely want to hear her version and learn more about her. Really intrigued to learn more about her. But Elvis always gives us a good time. So if y'all enjoyed it, y'all let me know how y'all felt about it. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time with Elvis Presley. Peace.